Hi guys, what's up? Endgame with my Spiritborn Theorycraft guide. The Vessel Fated expansion will release at 8th of October, and we also get the new class Spiritborn, and I want to show you my Theorycrafted Thorns build. That could be really cool. So we have the first chance to technically go for a full Thorns build. Now it is really cool. First of all, what do I try to achieve with this build? So we have some toolkits. First of all, it is a basic skill. It will resolve around Rock Splitter because the third attack of Rock Splitter will give us Thorns and will also attack for 100% of our Thorns. Also, our class hall from our primary spirit will give us 10% of our maximum life as our barrier, and also casting a gorilla skill deals 100% Thorns to enemies to hit, and this is a potential double dip. So we first gonna deal 100% Thorns damage of our skill, and then we get another 100% Thorns damage of our basic primary class hall. So this is also cool. And the next step is, because of this unigram, the sepazontec, we always gonna cast our third strike for our basic skill. So we always gonna cast our Thorns when we attacking. So for the normal part, you gonna cast 3 skills until you have the third hit with your Rock Splitter, but with this unigrapping, you always gonna cast your third hit. So it is really cool. I also got the armored hide that will give us up 100% additional Thorns when we're gonna activate it through our adaptable armored hide. When you evade through enemies with armored hide active, deal 100% of your Thorns to them and heal you. Also, activating armored hide grants you maximum resolve and increase your Thorns by X for the duration. So as you can see, we're gonna have so many Thorns bonus. Also, we have the Bastion, gain 120% Thorns. While you have a barrier, your Thorns are increased by 20%. Because of our main class hall, we always gonna have a barrier up. And also for the last part, and this is one of the coolest things, we also gonna have our payback, but we didn't slot it in, but it is one of our main damage dealers. So with the poise payback is now a core skill, and it will spend all of our vigor that we have, and it will deal more damage. The cool thing is, thanks to our main class hall, it will also deal the same amount of Thorns damage. But we're asking, hey, but it is a basic skill build. Yeah, the cool thing is, thanks to the aspect of the simple reprisal, when you cast a third attack of your basic skills, you have a 10 to 30% chance to unleash payback. And thanks to the sepazontec weapon, we always gonna have a really high chance to cast our payback skill, and we could avoid the cooldown that is on our skill. So this is the cool part. We always gonna generate so many vigor points with our basic skill, and then we always gonna spend it with our poise payback, and it is now a core skill. That is really cool. And also we gonna have the prodigy's tempo, so we gonna cast our basic skill and the ranks of the basic skill, and because we're gonna cast our potency and our core skill with prodigy's tempo, we also gonna reduce our cooldowns of our skills. So these are the cornerstones from our build. It is really cool build. I think it will work really fine. At least the sepazontec weapon for it to have that great effect. But you can even play this without a weapon. You need to attack 3 times with your Rock Splitter, but you will still get your simple reprisal to proc your payback. You just need to attack more times. I will also present you a league starter build before Vessel Fated comes out. So let's gonna start with the Skilltree. So we gonna have our Rock Splitter max, and also the accelerated Rock Splitter, as I said, will deal our Thorns damage. For our core skills, we only gonna have the passive skills. We have 3 points in the vigor, so we gonna generate more vigor because we always gonna spend our points with payback and also velocity. Also follow through. Our basic skill will deal 15% increased damage, double this bonus for that cast. Because of our unigram, we always gonna have the 30% more damage. So for our next skills, the incarnate skills, we're also gonna have the Ravager. We gonna have passive minimum ferocity of 2, so we always gonna have 10% more attack speed. And when we are activating our Ravager, we also gonna jump to our targets if you're gonna cast a core skill. So this is a huge chain reaction. So we're gonna cast Rock Splitter. Rock Splitter can trigger our payback, and when our Ravager is active, our Ravager will pot us to our enemies, and thanks to our Prodigy's tempo, we're also gonna reduce the cooldown of our Ravager, and we can so always jump to our targets. We're gonna have 3 points of Apex, who will deal more damage to vulnerable targets, also diminishment, so we're also gonna have more damage reduction against vulnerable enemies. Or other passive skills in this slot, we also gonna have 1 point of Mirage, so we can get 3 points into Unrestrained, so we're gonna deal 12% increased damage while unhindered or unstoppable. Because we're gonna have the Gorilla as our second class choice, we also always unstoppable, so this is also nice. And also we're gonna have the Toxic Skin, and the Toxic Skin passively increases Thorns damage you deal to poison enemies by 100%. The cool thing is we don't even need to actively cast this spell, we can just have it passively on our hotbar, and it will just deal the thorn damage through our poison damage. For our next category, we're gonna max out our armor tide. It is our main defensive cast. Also, we're gonna have more thorns through enhanced armor tide and also adaptable armor tide. So as you can see, we're gonna ramp up our thorns pretty much, and we also gonna have the counter. Currently, I don't know if I will have this in my final build. I'm still thinking about it. And also enhanced counter attack and also the adaptable counter attack. When we dodge a control and pairing attack with counter attack, it will reflect the crowd control to all close enemies. For our passives, we're gonna have the patient guard, so we're gonna have a huge block chance of 10%, also 9% block damage reduction until we're moving and when we're standing, and also we're gonna have the bastions gain 120% of thorns. When you have a barrier, your thorns are increased by 20%. So the cool thing is, because of our main class hall, the Gorilla, we always gonna produce a barrier, so this is really nice. So we most gonna likely have a 100% uptime of our barrier, so we always gonna have really high amounts of bonus thorns. For next category, as I said, I will max our payback, as also the enhanced payback and also the poise payback. Also gonna have 3 points into resilient. We're gonna have more maximum life and also 3 points into dominance, so we're gonna do more damage to knockdown enemies. And also we're gonna have a chance to execute non-elites. And for our ultimate skills, I didn't skill any of our ultimate skills. Maybe I will take the protector in here and will leave out counterattack out. Yeah, currently I'm not sure if I should take even one of them, but it has some really nice passives that will give you a lot of damage, so I will think about it. So also for a key passive node, we are also gonna have the Prodigy's tempo. A real third consecutive cast of the same basic skill increase all purchased skill ranks by 2 for 5 seconds, and every third consecutive cast of the same core potency skill reduce all skills active cooldown by 10%, increased by 2% for each of their skill ranks. So this is the cool part, because we're always gonna cast payback with our rock splitter. We're also gonna have our boni up all the time for both of them. So for the next part, we're gonna go to the paragon board. I also sent you a complete paragon board. We started on the left route here, and we're also gonna get the Colossal Cleave. We're gonna deal 2% increased damage for each stack of resolve here. We have, because we're gonna have so many resolve stacks, we're gonna do that amounts of more damage. So for our first paragon board, we're gonna have the Infighter. When you dodge or block an attack, you gain 2% increased attack speed and 1% increased damage for 5 seconds, taking up to 9 times, so we can get a total of 18% more attack speed. That's really cool, because we're constantly dodging or blocking our attacks. It will help us a lot. And we're also gonna have the Hubris Cleave socket in here. You deal increased thorns damage equal to 100% of your dodge bonus. So this is also nice. So we're also gonna try to maximize our dodge bonus, so it is also really cool, and it will also give us bonus to all magic nodes in range. So we're also gonna try to get every dex node we can, because our thorns will also scale with our primary stat, and the primary stat of our Spiritborn is dexterity, so we'll try to get every single dexterity node we can in this board here. Also try to always get maximum dexterity on all of your gear. For your second board, go for the Spiny Skin. When you use the cooldown, you gain 20% thorns for 5 seconds. This will also be really cool and also helpful. So as you can see, we have so many thorns interactions. It is really nice. Also, we're gonna get the Vigilant for some more maximum life and cooldown reduction. It is really cool. And also some toxic metal for more thorns. And we're also gonna have the Headhunter Cliff. It will give us 624% bonus to all normal nodes with range. This could maybe change, so the bonus will go down, but the important part is that it will give us bonus to all normal nodes within range. As I said, our thorns will also scale with our main stat. It is dex, so I will try to max out every dex node I can. Yeah, and I have around 100 dexterity in here, and it will also give us increased damage to elite. So this is really cool. And also for the next spot, I got the sapping node. When you cast 3 gorilla, jaguar, eagle, or centipede skills with the same spirit in a row, restore 15% of your vigor, deal 30% increased damage for 5 seconds, sorry. This is also really good. And for our kloof, we're gonna have the menageries, dealing damage with your gorilla, jaguar, eagle, or centipede skill. Increase all damage you deal by a 4% for 10 seconds, stacking once per speed. So right now we're gonna have the gorilla and also the jaguar skill, so we're gonna get the bonus of at least 2 of this. And also in the same bot here, we're also going to try to get the maximum value of dex nodes, also some attack speeds and dodge chance. And for our last bot, we're going to get the vicious shield. You do 1% increased damage for each 3% of your maximum life you have as a barrier. This is really important for our barrier and our thorns. And we're also going to have the cleave revenge. Dealing thorns damage to an enemy, increase all damage it takes from you by 1% up to 15% for 10 seconds. This is also really nice, and it will also give us some barrier generation, also some damage while barriered. So this is for paragon board. As I said, it could maybe change a bit. So for our gear, and this is now the really fun and really interesting part. We're gonna have so many cool uniques and so many cool aspects with Spiritborn. So let's gonna start with the helm. It is a loyalties mantle, so now you know why I got the gorilla on my both class hordes, because while your spirit horde choices match, so our both gorillas, the bonuses are 100% more potent, and skills with the base build cost 20 to 60% less and have 20 to 60% reduced cooldowns. So this means we're gonna have 100% more thorns, and also our payback gonna cost less vigor, so it will do more damage as we can spend more vigor, and also our armored hide and also our protector is far less cooldown. So, and for our chest armor, we're gonna go for razor blade. I think this is self-explanatory, gives us really a huge amount of thorns. For our first aspect, we're gonna go for aspect of simple reprisal. As I presented you beforehand, when you cast a third attack of your basic skill, you have a 10 to 30% chance to unleash payback. This is really important. Right now, I only got it on the close because we can attack so many times that we can trigger this so often, so I don't need it on my amulet. And for your affixes, go for attack speed, dexterity. Also ranks the core skills because payback and utility. Armor height active thorns bonus, so we're gonna get more thorns while we have armored height active. And also bonus to bastion. So our bastion is our passive skill that will give us more thorns. So this is really important. We're always gonna have our bonus to bastion on off. So for our pens, you go for the aspect of interdiction, gain block chance per resolve stack. Because we have so many resolve stacks, we also have so many block chances. It's really nice. For your affixes, go for thorns, dex, armor, and your temper, go for total armor and armor height active thorns bonus. Always think about it. We're gonna stack dexterity because of our thorns general damage. For boots, we're gonna go for the aspect of momentum. After you evade, your next core skill dashes to your target and does 15 to 35% increased damage. That's also really cool. For our payback, maybe we could change this out because we have Ravager, but I need to test this when I'm playing this. And for your affixes, go for movement speed, dexterity, armor, and also for tempering, armored height active thorns bonus, and movement speed mobility. And for your weapon, as I said, go for the sepazontec stuff, and also go for maximum crits in your ranks of follow through. And as I also mentioned previously, it will do our wall interaction with the always third cast and more damage of our basic skill. For amulet, go for the aspect of bristling vengeance. Payback now echoes forward and additionally deals 100 to 140% of your thorns damage to your enemies. So this means our payback will also always gonna thorns our enemies. So this is also really nice type. So we gonna have so many thorns interaction with just one cast of our basic skill. And for FX, go for ranks of follow through, attack speed, ranks the apex, utility, armored height active, thorns bonus temper, and also payback damage. For your first ring slot, go for the bristleback aspect. When you dodge or block an attack, you trigger a thorns attack against the attacker. So maybe we can also go for the other one. It is the needle flare aspect from the base game, so this could also be nice. It is some sort of AE damage. So maybe I will also go for the needle flare aspect. And also go for the effects of attack speed, dexterity, maximum life, and bonus suppression, and also resource cost reduction. So now this is an interesting choice. The Ring of Writhing Moon. So we are also gonna need some poison. Also for the runes, I still think they will change up really greatly based on of the feedback and the opinions of the two major runes. But now I got the cast skill with the cooldown, the Yule rune, that will trigger the Ohm rune, evoke the Barbarians, enhance Warcry, and also the Pock rune. Spend 5% of your maximum resource through payback, and the Eom rune reduce active cooldowns by 0.25 seconds, or will also choose the more skill ranks. And for our games, just take the one with more of our dexterity, so we gonna get even more of our thorns bonus. So I hope I could show a really cool build. As I said, it is a Theorycraft build, but I spent really many hours into it, and it looks really cool. Right now it is only a kind of like endgame version, but I will also add a league starter version, a mid-game version. So I hope you liked this build guide. If you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe. Also ask down some opinions of you in the comments down below. How do you feel about this build, or which build you gonna play with the newly introduced Spiritborn? And if you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. As I said previously, also leave a like on my Twitch channel. And until the next video, bye.